Earlier today I was out here on YouTube in my garage, smoking my cigar or whatever. Because that's what I typically do, on a day to day basis. That's like my little relaxed time. That's my little chill time or whatever. And, I'm seeing a lot of videos posted pretty much daily just talking about the economy. And, it got me to thinking because, you look around and you see the dynamic in the economy and the day to day life that you have and this, that, and the third, and you looking at it and I this is one of the few things that I actually hear in real life as opposed to just being online. A lot of people are talking about, you know, everybody say they're hiring, but no one's hiring. You know what I'm saying? And I experienced that myself. One thing that I typically do is I'm always looking for another gig when I have a gig. It's a completely different dynamic when you're unemployed and you're looking for employment. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, it's just the energy is different when you actually have employment but you're looking for another job or whatever. But I also noticed that on these job boards and things of that nature, especially like something like Indeed or like maybe ZipRecruiter, is you see all of these companies that are hiring, but I don't know if I know anybody who's actually got like a call back or actually got a job from filling out these applications online. And so it gets you to thinking, well, yo, what's really going on? Are these jobs just simply posting to gauge interest from the public? I heard a guy, he talked about it today, and he was saying that it was a conspiracy theory, you know what I'm saying? But he was saying that he felt like um the administration was telling these companies to put out these jobs to kind of quell the panic in the public, you know what I'm saying? Try to give the illusion that look, now we're booming. Everyone's out here hiring and this, that, and the third, that optical illusion that everyone's hiring, but the reality is there are still a lot of people out here claiming they cannot find work. And I'm seeing wild numbers. I mean, I talked to a guy and he was like, man, yo, I put in over 100 applications over the last year. And he was like, he hadn't even got a call back. And I'm saying, you have to understand just how discouraging that could be for someone who's literally out here trying to work, trying to grind, trying to find a gig, doing all the leg work, filling out applications left and right, day and night, just pounding the pavement, and to get no callbacks, no results from it. I mean, that has to put you in a mental state that's not that healthy. You know what I'm saying? And that's you see the distress. You feel it. You feel the tension in the air when you're outside and you're out and about. There are a lot of people that's just hurting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, yo, I was in a situation earlier this year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, one thing I know for sure is that hurdles, obstacles, adversity is always coming. If you're breathing, it's gonna come at some point in time. That's just the game out here. You know what I mean? But it can be frustrating and it can take its toll mentally, yo. You have to have a solid foundation, you know what I'm saying, of the person that you are. Because again, you have to prepare yourself for the world that's out there. You know what I mean? And I've been on my own since I was 18. I'm talking about, man, highs, lows. I don't did it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about from having to sleep in my car, having to sleep at the park, you know what I mean, to balling out and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so I'm tested. But at the end of the day, even if you have somewhat bulletproof your skin for the world, yo, it's just this got a different energy to it today. In 2025, yo, this energy is different. Back in the day, if you were like a bum, if you were just like a bummy dude or whatever because you didn't want to work, the solution was always there. Hey, yo, just go get a gig, go get a job. The jobs were readily available for those who wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? Now we're seeing like the flip side to it. Now we're seeing, because again, I feel like Gen Z they get a bad rap because a lot of people are just calling them lazy. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do. Nah, this is a different monster out here in 2025. I'm trying to tell you, in 2025, yo, this thing's moving different. And now we have the dynamic where there are a lot of people who want to work, and you have companies who claim they're hiring, yet no one's getting callbacks. And you got to start thinking about that. Like, well, yo, what's really going on? I had a gig one time, and I applied for a job, same field, mad experience, this, that, and the third. I never got a call back. Never heard from them. You know what I'm saying? It was like the company just fell off of the face of the earth. I'm sitting here like, yo, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here like, cause me, I'm like, yo, if you're not even looking in my direction with my resume, well, who are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? Like, in this wild work, you know what I mean? Because you got so many people with degrees and things of that nature that can't get a gig. You know what I'm saying? And hey, yo, this thing, it has a different feel. It has a different energy about it in 2025. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are putting their hopes in the politicians, you know what I'm saying, the administration in the White House, hoping that this thing turns around. And I mean, you can do that, you know what I'm saying? But the old adage of, if you work hard, you can achieve anything. Yeah, that's cool. That's true. If you get hired. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of, I'm telling you, so many of those old sayings, they so much that it just doesn't apply in 2025, bro. And that's what I'm saying. This is a different energy out here. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people who genuinely want to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no one's out here trying to be millionaires and things of that nature, yo. But when there was a time when, yo, you could grind and get the things you want, you know what I'm saying, here and there. But now it's people aren't even able to like supply their needs. People are needs are going without, you know what I'm saying? And some years ago, right, I got diagnosed with a heart condition. And I had never dealt with like the healthcare system in any meaningful way. I've never been in the hospital. I've never taken a flu shot. I've never had the flu. You know what I mean? I've never had a broken bone. I mean, I'm beat up from playing sports my entire life. And I'm an avid, you know what I'm saying? I work out a lot. I box. I take care of myself, right? And so, boom, all of a sudden, heart go to skipping and acting crazy, right? So I'm sitting there like, well, yo, what's really going on? And I ignored it like the first day, but then the second, and it went away. So a couple of days later, I'm at work, heart just doing a solo, heart just going crazy. I'm sitting there like, yo, what's really going on? To the point to where it started to bother me. And then it was like once it started to bother me, it got worse. And so I'm like, hey, yo, you know what I mean? I talked to like one of my coworkers. I'm sitting here like, yo, my heart is just going crazy. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. And of course, you know what I mean, when you talk to other people, I mean, they just instantly just start pumping fear into your heart. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you about to die. You know what I mean? So anyway, went to the med stop, and like when I walked in, it was like a nurse, and she was just like, hey, yo, can I help you or whatever? And I was telling her what's going on. And she was just like, oh, you just have palpitations, you know what I mean? She was just like, do you drink a lot of sodas or whatever? And I was like, yeah, I partake in Pepsis, you know what I'm saying, on occasion. And and she was just like, yo, just cut down on the sodas, you should be cool. You should be good or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Did it. And they stopped. So I'm like, okay, what was that? So like a year later, they came back. So now I'm thinking I got the solution, right? So I cut out sodas again, yada yada. But this time they didn't go away. And so I'm starting to, do my research and this, that, and the third about palpitations and yada yada. And I'm like, yo, this joint not going away. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, long story short, man, I end up um going to see a heart doctor, whatever. They misdiagnosed me. Initially, it was like I had AFib. Um, threw a bunch of pills at me. None of them worked, or they would work for a little while, and then the palpitations and things would come back. I mean, I'm wearing heart monitors. I'm wearing Holters. I mean, I'm doing echoes. I'm doing the whole nine, right? Mind you, I don't have any experience with the healthcare system. And so, but eventually, come to find out, I have what they call PVCs or whatever. Now, my physical heart is fine. There's nothing wrong with my heart, but the thing that sends the electrical impulse to my heart to tell it when to beat, that's screwed up or whatever. So anyway, man, I'm taking one pill a day, taking a beta blocker, and if this pill doesn't work, then my next step will probably be a pacemaker because I'm not the pill popping type. You know what I'm saying? I said all of that to say I was introduced into prescriptions, right? And have you all seen the price of pills out here in these streets, in these pharmacies? Have you seen the prices? Crazy work. I'm sitting here like, yo, I cannot believe this is legal. Now, I'm taking one pill and my joint's like $35 with the insurance, right? But without the insurance, this one pill that I have to take, joint like 300 something dollars. And I know this lady, she has a calcium deficiency. And the amount of pills she has to take is like crazy, right? And when you see how much her medicine is in totality with her insurance, it's over $1,000. She's paying over $1,000 for pills that she needs. I'm sitting here like, yo, this is crazy work. You know what I mean? Imagine if she was unemployed. Imagine if she couldn't find a job. I mean, technically speaking, she should be at home, you know what I'm saying? But she can't afford to. And I mean, she a champ, yo. I mean, she get up, she go to work every day. I mean, she's like mad sick a lot. I mean, physically weak, you know what I mean? And but she's determined to do what she has to do to provide for herself, you know what I mean? And imagine if she had to carry the full brunt of just those pills, the prices, without insurance. And that's what I'm saying, yo. You see how people are really getting to that point. It's like it's escalating. It's slowly getting to that point to where, yo, people are really gonna start getting reckless out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Because again, when you have the desire to work, when you're not one of these lazy people, when you're someone who's motivated in doing whatever they need to do to survive, but no one is giving you a chance, that doesn't leave but a few options. You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't leave but a few options. And if enough people reach that point simultaneously, yo, what you think gonna happen out here in these streets? I mean, thinking it's a movie, but this is real life. People are genuinely out here hurting, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. The everyday people, a lot of people are out here hurting. And I'm telling you, yo, I don't want to hear anything about where you voted for this person or you voted for that. Yo, it's bigger than who you voted for. Because this thing has been spiraling the wrong way for a while. I'm talking about at least a few years. You know what I'm saying? And you just sit back and you hope that the economy bounce back. But I'm telling you, yo, if you are able to maintain, because the bulk of us, that's what we're out here doing right now. We're simply maintaining. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to find an avenue forward to do more, to make a little more money, to do this, to do that. I'm always trying to find the next thing. You know what I'm saying? While maintaining, maybe hitting the clock, whatever you're doing, if you're hustling. But I'm telling you, we're at a point now to where, we're just simply maintaining. We are literally just out here maintaining. You know what I mean? You're not really moving forward. You're not really taking any steps back. But the truth of the matter is, most of the people that engage online and the internet every day, they're like one disaster away from being homeless. I know everybody online getting the bag. I know everybody living their best life and taking trips to this, that, and the third. Cap. At the end of the day, let your transmission and your whip go out. You know what I'm saying? Let your central air unit go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let something hit and you can't immediately bounce back. Now you're constantly behind the 8 ball trying to catch up. And if you're already living check to check, that math is not working for you. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Like, it can get tough instantly. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute, I think I was 24? Couldn't tell me anything, man. Super fast lane. I lost everything I had in like a matter of months. Had to start over. Hey, tail between my legs. You know what I mean? I had a whip and a trash bag full of clothes, and had to learn the hard way. Had to learn the hard way, you know what I mean? But I'm telling you, but even then, I had a path moving forward. I just had to regroup, gather myself, get my resources up, and then boom, I'm back out here. You know what I'm saying? Making moves. But in 2025, I'm telling you, the energy is different. The energy is different, man. And I'm seeing people talk about, man, they can't even get a job at a fast food restaurant. Now, how wild is that? You mean to tell me fast food not hiring? It's getting crazy. It's getting real hectic out here. So, man, to the people who are maintaining, continue to do so. Be wise with your movements, man. You know what I'm saying? Be wise with your money. Even if you got a little extra, that don't mean you have to buy extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, you got to start planning ahead even more so than we've ever had to do. Because the way this thing is moving, man, I don't know where we gonna land. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I'm hearing doomsday predictions online now almost every day. Dudes talking about, man, I hope you got the heat. I'm telling you, because it's about to be World War whatever. It's about to be civil unrest. There are a lot of people pushing it. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying, go get your burners and get ready, because somebody about to start kicking your door. So I'm not going there. But what I am saying is that, if you the religious type, now's the time to start, talking to your creator. You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to be mindful of how you're moving out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have work gigs or whatever, man. Look, man, we know what comes with a job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some trash management. You already know the type of people that you're gonna be working with. This, that, and the third. You already know the company people from the real ones. You already know the dynamic of most of these jobs that are out here. So you know what you're dealing with. You know what you're going into. But you got to be mindful that it can always be worse. It can always be worse. And I'm telling you, man, like, I was hit with some adversity this year that I didn't see coming. And normally, I'm good at predicting what's going to land where and this, that, and third, and knowing how to maneuver around those situations, But I was blindsided, in 2025, or on my birthday, you know what I'm saying? And so it was just like, but again, I'm used to adversity. You know what I'm saying? And with adversity comes strength and understanding, and humbleness. And even when I'm in the situation that I'm in now, I'm thankful. You know what I mean? Because I've been humbled so many times in the past to where, I would be an idiot to be out here thinking I'm this or I'm that. You know what I mean? Like I say, man, we're all like one tragedy away from being on the street. That's why all this capping that I see online, man, all this flashy, all of this shiny, Like I never been into that. Like that's one thing about me. I never been a trend follower or any of that. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge consumer. I hate shopping. You know what I mean? So I don't have that materialistic mentality. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me I like nice things, don't get me wrong, but in the capacity that I can do it. And I'm good with that. I'm good with who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to follow or keep up with anyone else. But in the same breath, I love to see others that are doing it well. You know what I mean? I have no problem bigging up my brothers and sisters that are out here doing it well. You know what I mean? I'm taking notes. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to be like you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get there. And I will eventually. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a dog in me. But in the meantime, what I'm saying, yo, bunker down, man, because there are a lot of people that are out here hurting right now. That's what I always tell people. Be mindful how you speak with people. Be mindful of how you talk to people because you do not know what that person is going through. You might pop off and say the wrong thing to the wrong person at the wrong time. Now you're on World Star the News. That's where we are now. You're gonna have to learn to operate out here in this world now. You know what I'm saying? Like be respectful, be humble, be chill. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of hyenas out here and they hurting. And so with that being said, man, I decided I'd get on here, you know what I'm saying? I was out there in my normal spot, but yo, this weather so crazy, man. I'm like, yo, it was like 80 degrees yesterday. And now it's like dropping to like the 50s today. Wind blowing like crazy. I'm sitting there like, yo, this bipolar weather down here is crazy in the south, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to put on. From day to day, you don't know what to put on out here. You know what I'm saying? I might put on layers one day, and I'm out there in some gym shorts, hitting the heavy bag, and it's crazy work, man. It's like the weather trying to keep people sick. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I'm telling you, man, be mindful. And I don't wish nothing but life on everyone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't cost anything. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost anything, man. And so just keep your head down. Be humble. Stay hungry. And I wish the people that's going through it, man, I wish you luck, man. Maintain best way you can, however you can. By any means necessary. That's what we are now. By any means necessary. And so a lot of people are new to that concept. I've been on that type of time for a long time, you know what I mean? So, hey, yo, I'm cut that way. But I'm telling you, man, it's getting crazy. It's getting hectic out here. So, at the end of the day, hey, yo, keep your head up. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? My old people say, yeah, it might hurt today, but, the sun will come up tomorrow. Yeah, probably gonna still be hurting tomorrow, too. I mean, that's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna be real. Yeah, but you'll get through it. You'll get through it, man. I'm telling you. No matter what life throw at you, man, we find a way. We always find a way. You know, detach from social media for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get your thoughts together. Get your mentality right. And y'all'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been hit over the head a few times over the years. You know what I'm saying? Almost lost my life twice. So yeah, we out here. But I'm telling you, man, keep the energy. Keep the energy inside of you positive. And it's tough. I know it gets hard, man. I'm like, yo, I've been through some dark days. I've hit rock bottom. Then when I thought I was at rock bottom, I really hit rock bottom. I'm telling you, it's real. You know what I mean? It'll humble you. It is a humbling experience. But you're gonna bounce back. You just got to have the will and the mindset and the strength. You'll bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So to the ones that's out there going through it, hey yo, we with you. You know what I'm saying? To the ones that's maintaining, hey yo, we with you. You know what I'm saying? To the ones that are excelling, congratulations. Don't mess up. Don't take much. You know what I mean? And so to the next one.